Hello, this is Sztygrys, and I would be honored to review the game from the age group. The black player was Thuran and the white was Namban. I think it will be a very educational review. Many moves that we can talk about. For now it is alright. This is a very common pincer with the high approach. My favorite one in this situation is this. And after going the corner, this sequence, very nice complicated situation. I would advise you to try it if you want to fight, if you have some fighting spirit. But this is also right. This used to be the most common move, and it is still alright. Here, the usual response would be here. Something like this, and either this or this, depending on the ladder. But we will not talk about it, because white play here, and I don't think it is that great of a move for now, because black cuts, and we cannot capture the stone, and it is hard to fight in this position. I think it is very hard to fight. For example, if we play here, black can connect, but this would be good for white. This is good. So black needs to go out, and this is what black did. And the problem is that these stones are not possible to capture. And if they are not possible to capture, then we have white groups are in pieces, like in small pieces. It will be very hard to get everything to safety. And here black played this move, which I don't like. It would make sense if you would like to connect. Then this move at R5 is necessary. But if we don't want to connect, then probably we would like to play from this side sometime. So it is not good to make this exchange, because we take away the very possible move at Q6. So I don't like this move. The move I would like to see is this one, because it makes it separates white groups. Like now it will be very hard to connect these two. So there will be a fight, and in this fight probably black will live somehow in the corner, so white will have two problems and black will only have one problem. And some may ask, why just not take this one? But here it is easier for white to sacrifice this one stone, because it's only the one stone, and try to take the outside. And now white will get a decent result. Like, these two stones are okay to sacrifice, so black should not try to take them. Really, we want to separate the main groups. Like, I'm talking about these two and this one. These are the groups that we want to separate. In the game, black played one exchange and then played here. And the exchange I don't like. If we play here immediately, it is a bit better. But for sure the move to play was here. For now, black played here, 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 and here. And now white has the opportunity to make a good shape, to sacrifice. And white did. This is a very interesting move, a very sharp move. Because if black played late in the game, then it is great for white. We made black shape very bad. And if black play here, then there is a fight. And it was a hard fight to calculate. I am not sure what happens, but in black's place I would play like this, because there is a chance. And the game is not good. After taking, white did the squeeze. It is a very nice way to play. And even we get the R6 move, which is very big. And black needs to answer, because we don't have the living shape in the corner yet. So black answered, and white separated the stone here from the corner, which is so important. So the only thing to do is just connect here. I don't know if it is the best connection, but it doesn't matter. The result is great for white anyway. Like, this is a good example how to sacrifice. Like, first we need to recognize which stones we can sacrifice. This stone is easy to sacrifice. Then we try to do it by making our opponent with a dango shape. We want him to have a bad shape, like this. So now black has the bad shape, and we even get some center moves. So it doesn't matter that black gets the corner, we got a beautiful influence for both sides. This is a great result for white. But the game continues. There is a joseki. Some may wonder what happens after this, because here and white has some problems. But in this situation, usually white would just give up 2 stones, like this, and like this. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to play here. This would be normal sequence, but rather good for white. So black will not cut, and black did not cut. But after this, the important move to play is e18. The idea is that if we play here, then we can play Atari and cut, and this is bad for white. Still, white can try to sacrifice and get decent result, but it will be very easy for black to cut, and black will get center, so it would be good for black. The correct move, I think, is this one. There will be something like this, and maybe like this. Something similar to this would be okay for black. In the game, black goes up, and it gives white opportunity to connect. Probably this way would be the best. In the game, black played here, and it is not great because still there is a cut, and black can play this cut. Maybe not now, but now it looks reasonable to play the cut. We cut, white will somehow leave, but the stones in the center will have some problems. It would be good to take this one first, but now probably white will answer like this, so I don't think the e18 move was possible. Anyway, black played here. It was better to cut, but alright. And white goes, black take the Hasami. Usually it is not usual Hasami when we want to attack, because white can press, and after this cut, white will play like this. But in this situation, I think black will not play the R13 move, but just add a move here and fight. It is still complicated because white has moves like this or like this. But I think in this situation black can fight. So white chose different approach. This is a standard sequence, but the key move here is R18. It may seem slow, but it makes white group alive. So it is very important. If black, for example, play here, we can just be alive. This is alive. And we use it when we want to make a quick living shape. If we are afraid that our opponent will attack us. And this is the moment, like we can see some moves in the area that will help black attack. We have this wall though, so maybe we could have played something with that. Generally, in this situation, I would prefer for white to play the attachment. This I think would be the best, because after the most common response, we can switch the sides and take the side that is interesting for us, like this. And if black plays on the side that we want to play, then we get much better shape. This is the usual joseki. It is a bit similar to the one that was in the game, to the sequence in the game, but this is usually better. In the game, it was like this, like this, like this. And by the way, black should have played this Atari. This Atari is very, very big. It is even possible to play this Atari immediately, but in this situation it's not great, because it was like this, and white will get the right side. So I guess this move is good, and white should have played here, and if white plays here, then we play the Atari to keep the pressure. Anyway, black got some living shape on the right side, which is also not that bad, because there was a wall here that white wanted to use, and now it will be hard to use. So again, this was the way to start. Or even we could have played here. This was also possible. Anyway, here. And now white plays the L17 move. The move that is hard to answer, I think. There are usually two ways, here or here. And black chose here. But I don't think that letting white connect is a good idea, because black played here and white connected. And this is too easy for white. Now the white group is strong, and we have even some territory. I would like to play maybe like this. This is the way to separate. It should be read out because it is complicated, but I think it may be possible. We should think if this cut is very strong. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Difficult position. Maybe not so great to play the N16. Then the move that is left is this one. Yeah, I think possible. Anyway, white connected and black played here, which is also not great. I think this is the better one, because now white does not have that many eyes. White can play here and, for example, here, but black can play Atari and connect, and this cut here is not really interesting for white. Still, if only black will get this Atari, then white does not have the living shape, so this is good. Here it is easier to make eyes like this. For now white attacks, but white forgot that there is a cut. Now white remembered, but it should still have been played like this. We should have cut. I think black is fine here. I think black is fine. And we play the big area. Now black goes into the corner. It looks like white wants to create something on the lower side. So there was a possibility to just play here and try to maybe reduce it. But white is so strong that for sure white will fight like very strongly. So I understand why we just go into the corner. Another possibility in a situation like this, because there is not a lot of space here, is to make white a bit over-concentrated, maybe. Either this or this. I think black can get something here. This is really narrow, so we don't really care about it. In the game, black invaded and got a living shape, and white played here, but it is fine. Like, a lot of points we get in the corner. We cannot invade it, I don't think so, but we can reduce this. There are still moves some very aggressive moves here that might have been played, because it is not that easy to answer them. It is not that easy to answer them. It will be hard to fight with this strength, but I would be very curious to see how to answer this for white, and maybe depending on the answer we will play differently. In the game, black just reduced, and it is good idea, because we don't want to go in deeply, because we will die. And if we play like this and white will defend, then still we can get into this area, and there is not that many points here. So the reduction was a correct judgment, and white tried to attack. And this attack backfired. It was not a great attack. In the end, black just connected, and connected very easily, and there is nothing there. So I don't think that this attack was good, but maybe it was too soon to attack, because black played reduction. So we can play passively, but better, we can try to prepare the attack. There are some stones here that we can target. For example, what now? Maybe black will try to connect, but there is no way to connect. Like this. Now we disconnect these stones, and we make some territory, by the way, and every attack now will be easier, because black will not have the friend to connect to. So this is one idea. Maybe some other more aggressive moves were possible, but the general idea is to lean on the group on the right to prepare the fight. We can even get one move like this. If we get like this, then the fight is already much easier. So this would be the idea. In the game, white just attacked, and it was relatively easy for black to just escape. Like, it is usually bad when our opponent has the group and we just play on the two sides of it, very close to it. We should be further away, otherwise our shape is not great. I think maybe this move was not so great. Maybe if we start with this one, so we can take the right side. And here, yes, it was hard to maybe take the right side now, because we are too far away from it. We should have started with this one and see what black will do. If black will play from this side, then the stones on the right will hurt him. And if we play like this, then we can capture, maybe. So, general idea, when we have the opponent and he has two groups, the most important thing is not to let connect. And we usually lean on the one group to get the other. So, if we lean on this group, then we need to get something on the other side. And it would be hard. So, the correct way is to lean on the right group, like this, to get the other group. This would be correct way to play. And if blacks add a move, then, well, we can get something on the right side, at least. In the end, black just connected. It was a successful connection. There is not much that we can do, and black even went deeper. And suddenly, even our group is not that safe. We need to connect to our friends. In the game, white tried to harass black, but I think black may have some problems after the move like L3. In the end, black even connected the other way. White needs to be a bit careful with these stones, because they can be cut off. But for now we play. This is a interesting sequence, but unfortunately they did not work that well. If this one stone was closer like this, then it would be better. Then we can play like this. The stone at c9 should be closer. Now we should just play here. Get some maybe center moves and maybe even play away. This was too optimistic. And invasion. It was kind of a last chance invasion. We try to kill the black group. If we don't do it, then we lose. I like that the idea occurred. Like, if we are losing, we should look for chances like this one. And we can see that it is not easy to kill black, but white tried. And in the end, black is alive, so white resigned. Okay, let's talk about the main mistakes. Here. This Hane is not the proper move. We play from the other side, and then we usually cut something like this and get the corner. This is the usual sequence nowadays. And with cuts like this, it is very important to cut the opponent, the main groups, because the one stone can be sacrificed, but more stones will not be sacrificed. So we just cut them and make a fight. If we make a fight when we have one weak group and our opponent has two, then we are winning the fight. In the game it was a really nice quiz, and white got a great result. Here this is, I believe, the way to play something like this. Again. Here, if we want to create on the right side, this was the natural move to take the right side. Or if we really want to take the right side, we can play, just move on the right side. Yeah, this is. But I think this was the good move. Because if we get the nice shape on the upper side, we can even maybe harass this group. Yeah, for example here, and if we get like this, then black needs to be careful a bit. And we have a nice shape, so this would be the way. Here the Atari is very important. And generally white was playing well. It was better for white until this reduction and attack on it. And the most important thing to remember, if we want to attack and we have two black groups, we cannot make them connect. We should lean on the one group to attack the other. And usually we are leaning on the group that is stronger, so the right group we would like to lean. We should think what moves are center and what can we get here, and then use it to attack the other group. In the game we just make black connect. Even here we can lean on this one and then attack the other. And white tried to lean on this group, and the problem is that we don't really want to attack the right group, we want to attack this. So white kept playing to this group, and in the end black just connect everything. Yeah, it was great for black. And now the game is really hard for white, because this is not a good result. This is not a good result. Yeah, it is very sad because there was this was the main mistake and it was over very quickly, I must say. Later it was not easy for white to play. Anyway, that's all from me. I hope you liked the review and good luck in your next games.